Hello, my name is Ed Frawley. This is my dog CJ. Electric collars have been around for 25 or more years. By the time that we're done, you are going to understand how to use an electric collar. You're going to understand how to condition your dog to wearing an electric collar. You're going to have enough confidence in working with an electric collar that you will be able to have a better bond with your dog. In the beginning, the first people that used electric collars were hunting dog trainers. Back in the late 70s, early 80s, the collars that were used back then, I have to almost call them experimental products because the consistency and the quality was not good. The electronics was not that good. There were collars that were affected by outside sources of radio signals, and dogs would get stimulation when the handler hadn't pushed the transmitter. The old hunting dog trainers, when they were using these collars in the beginning, when they were learning how, frankly, the methods they used were abusive. Those times have changed. The collars of today are very well made. The training concepts that are used today have been well thought out and well worked with over the years. I have to say that we're light years ahead of where we were 25 years ago in using a collar. In this DVD, I've divided it up to explain some of the concepts on how collars are used. I'll explain the different kinds of concepts that are used, and I will also tell you why I use the methods that I use versus other methods that are used with electric collars. I'll talk about the different kinds of collars and the features on them. I will, in this videotape, talk about how to condition your dog to wear an electric collar. I will teach you how to determine what level of electricity to use on your specific dog. We're going to have a section in the video on when to introduce the collar in training. We will have a section in the video on teaching the recall by reinforcing it with an electric collar. We'll have a section on teaching a dog how to walk on a leash without dragging you down the street through the use of an electric collar. We're going to have a section on the leave it command. In other words, if you have a dog that runs around your house and picks up things that you don't want him to have him pick up, when you tell him to leave it, he drops it. We'll go into the methods and the training steps for that. And then we're going to have a section on problem solving, on how to approach the thought of developing a training program for dogs that jump up, for dogs that dig, for dogs that get into the garbage. I'll go through the concepts so that you can figure out a training program in a step-by-step fashion that you can use an electric collar to help train your dog. And then in the end, we're going to talk a little bit about mistakes that people make when they don't do their foundation training properly.